Hola!
Bom dia!
And happy 2024, everyone!
Yeah! Welcome to the Sunny Sourdough Project. What are you doing there? That is massive! We've had, as you can maybe hear, not the best of starts to 2024.
Yeah, I figured we'd take a walk in the land and explain what's been happening.
As you could probably tell, I caught the laryngitis, which was super duper fun. Oh, what is the neighbour doing? She's just crossing the train line with she's just an 80-year-old woman crossing the train line with huge
massive
logs of wood.
She's just going to use
next door's land for a fire.
Absolute legends.
I love her.
And I got
hashtag cabbage lady.
And we got new hats for Christmas, which
new
are cute.
Hats.
Thanks, Santa.
First of all, sorry for not keeping up to date on comments and on Instagram like I usually do. Unfortunately, the end of 2023, when I was coming back from the UK to Portugal,
was a bit of a travesty.
As I was getting off the plane, I think the people behind me on the plane reached into my pocket and took out my mobile phone and stole it. The reason we think this, instead of me just dropping it, is because they actually found it looks like someone had tried to log on to it, realised it was all locked, and just put it in the bin.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason I would put a phone in a bin on the plane. And I definitely had it as I got out of my seat, because I double checked. I looked back and everything. So between those few metres, someone's gone...
Yes, because I actually managed to call someone answered the phone, and it was some passengers, and it was like a little bit of some rattling noise, and they said, "Hey, we have your phone. It was in the bin." Then they passed it to a lady from an airway that's in Sweden or Norway or something.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to fly with Ryanair, and then it was some offshoot of like Scandinavian version.
It was a Scandinavian.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Phone is fine because it's all locked and they can't get into our data. Charlotte's got a spare phone.
And luckily I do have a phone that I've been meaning to move my stuff over to anyway. Yeah. But I get really anxious about doing that, so I didn't do it. But actually, it's worked out in my favour.
She's not a very techie person, and you can transfer the data from one iPhone into the other one. But we're just gonna use the new phone. We can get a replacement SIM card at the mail shop. Yeah. So she's not gonna have any of the contacts, but she just contacts her family anyway, and some of the mates. I've got their numbers.
Oh, I've got WhatsApp, but once I log on to WhatsApp, it'll be like, who cares?
Basically, one of my mates from work has also got bronchitis. Laryngitis and bronchitis has been going around, and she had to be off for 10 days, and the owner of the place that I work was low on staff members. I was working 13 days a week. Charlotte... In a row. Charlotte did a gig at work as well, and she ended up having...
I had to cut the set halfway through because I thought I'd got my voice back, and then halfway through the set, my voice went. It was really embarrassing, and it was not a good time.
Yeah. Hey, girl still got paid full time, which was really good.
That's because I helped him tidy, because he was the only one on that. So bad, so I helped him clean.
We stayed till 2:30 in the morning on that day.
Not a good time.
And then my colleague had breakfast for 18 people, so I had to prep everything.
And then it's been raining ever since then.
So the Christmas period is always busy. The New Year's is always busy, but we have some good things that planned.
I'm actually really excited for this little sort of end of winter, beginning of spring. I've got a lot of things planned. I haven't planned anything too expensive because we keep overestimating our funds, and we realise actually we can't do that at the moment. But they're all things we could do with reclaim materials, or just with what we have. Lots of clearing jobs.
Hashtag some pallets, guys. If you know down in the comments where you can get pallets near Castelo Branco region.
That place up there, I think they've just had a big delivery and they have pallets. I've just spotted them outside. So maybe we'll ask them so I can get around to making my dream compost, because at the moment we've just got little piles of stuff, and it'll be nice to get a really true functioning compost so that I can get into the garden a lot. I want to get in the garden more, because I feel more in tune with the seasons now that we've spent a whole year here.
And speaking of gardens, let's go check it out.
Yeah. a little proud moment for me. But yeah, obviously the garden again needs to be in. There's so much rain at the moment. We're trying to keep on top of it, but it just grows so quickly. We need to sort out what was our pepper patch. I'm not going to keep that there, and obviously they're all dying off now. And I'm thinking I'm going to get some spinach in there ASAP, because last year spinach did so well in this bit of the garden. I'm just going to do a huge spinach patch and just go to town. And as you can see, Ella's going a bit mental. We actually have signs of wild boar, but yeah, something's come in and has really been churning up our garden. They must be looking for some sort of roots or something. They haven't actually gone after the plants, which is nice.
Ella, you're gonna dig out the roots, you sausage.
Oi! Yeah, she's definitely caught the scent of something. And where she hasn't been digging, oi, Lucky, you too. There are little dig marks, which you haven't really been in here over the last 2 weeks, have you? So, but yeah, all the animals are going crazy. Something's been coming in here, but nothing's been eaten. We do have our first ever purple, I'm not sure if it's broccoli or cauliflower, I can't remember. I thought I bought purple broccoli, but I must have bought purple cauliflower. But it's just here, a little flower, my first ever one, my little proud moment. There it is, look at it.
Oh, that's so cute.
The rest seem to be doing pretty well, but this is the only one that's got a flower yet, although I think the Brussels look like they're going to soon. So I'm excited for that. The Calvinera is just doing really well. So
yeah, just
we'll
in general.
Harvesting those. And we have actually got a few little lettuces. They didn't grow massive because it's not hot this time of year. I did want to experiment with, like, you can make like these little portable mini greenhouses. Maybe if I can, I'll try and make one at some point, because they shouldn't be too expensive to make. I do want to dig up this area soon and have a good trim on this peach tree, because we didn't really use it last year, and it's a really good area. So that I think would do better for our tomatoes. If this whole area is just tomatoes in the spring, that'll be great. Yeah, that's what's happening in this little section of the garden. A little update for you. No, we never finish mulching it. I don't know why. We start doing it and then stop to clear land. We never get around to mulching it, but we need to make sure we do that in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Cool.
Poor Charlie, you should stop speaking for a bit, babes.
I know.
Your voice doesn't sound healthy.
I know, the more I speak, the worse it gets. So, I don't know if you watched our last video, I started doing some of the grapevines. These ones desperately need doing, especially this one here. It's so sad. I'm going to give this a really good trim and sort out. This one didn't produce much last year. I just didn't trim it far back enough. But I know more what I'm doing now, so I don't know what those cats are up to. But yeah, we've got to do these soon, in the next month I would say, because now all the sap's gone out of them, now that they're dormant. So that will be happening soon, as well as chopping back all of my olive trees. I need to finish that off over the next 3 months. So expect a lot of olive chopping coming up in the next couple of months. I don't know what this is doing. This is a bit late. I did try one the other day and they're really horrible. But I think because we had like that random warm patch in like November, it actually had like a second bit of fruit. Really, really weird. Yeah, strange.
I'll be doing some chatting because Charlotte is not okay, vocally wise. So, we mentioned last time we started doing our cherry orchard, and ta-da! We've got our free here. We've got Mr. Black Star here. Someone did mention that we should chop the tops off. This one has already been done, as you can see here. It's already been chopped. And then the other three, we might have to do that. We're going to get ourselves informed. I think that here.
I think they may have done it already.
They might have already done it for us before they've actually sold it, but that's a cool thing. I think they've already started to grow, which is...
Yeah, they have actually,
quite
for
impressive.
Sure.
Yeah, this one's already started to branch out, and that one's already started to branch out from the bottom as well. As you can see behind me, I've almost done this whole valley with these goddamn mimosas. It's almost done. I just need another hour to do that patch, and then I can start working on the top bit, which I'll probably get done hopefully today if it's not raining, but it's like it rains and stops raining. So yeah, that's what we've been focusing on. The land is just trying to get everything cleared before the start of spring. Yeah, and yeah, it looks like Ella's got this in or something.
Another thing in this area is it that way? It's this way. Just over here. I don't know why I'm filming like that. Just behind me is what is like at the moment just, I don't know what to do with it. Store it in there, shove it in there. We are hoping we can find a decent skip company nearby.
Yeah.
We've got old fridges, junk,
stuff everywhere.
Scrap metal that we aren't going to be able to use that because it's just in such bad quality. Like we've got a big old bean bag in there that's rotting. There is an old fridge that was there when we got moved in. We've also got bits of furniture inside the house that need to go because they're just in such a bad state, like they're beyond saving and riddled with worms. We want to empty this place out,
and as you can see, if we move over here with this building here, we are thinking in the near future, once we get all the land cleared of all the mimosas and most of the brambles, we're gonna try our best, you know. We are gonna get rid of all these metal bits in the roof, and we're just gonna put in a new structure. We're thinking of doing with some pallets, hopefully.
I've been looking, and I think it will be easier just to get some just good bits of wood, treat them so that they'll last, and also make, basically, instead of being this dark and dingy cabin that's falling apart with rocks on the top to stop the roof blowing away, we'll rebuild the roof and the front structures and put some windows in, put clear plastic on the top and treat it more like a greenhouse. I'm not sure if the whole thing will be clear plastic, maybe the back half, because the sun comes in this direction. Back half will be more, I don't know, regular roofing material, and then the front could be clear plastic, so that I can use it as like a potting shed. At the moment, with things like peppers, not tomatoes so much, but like, yeah, peppers more than anything. I love chilies. I want to be able to grow my own chilies, but I just find the inside of our house is too cold to grow chilies, to then move them outside. I couldn't get any of the seedlings to work last year, so if I have a proper potting shed that will stay warm in the winter, we are looking maybe into getting some sort of, you can get the portable power stations and solar to use in here in the winter, and we have another plan for in the summer what we're going to do with that, and basically have like a front bench that we can do lots of bits and dump gardening materials in, actually store our materials properly so that the front of our house doesn't always look completely messy. And just, yeah, this needs some love, and I just think it'd be nice to have some nice light in there and actually make it usable and functional, because the actual back of it is all brick and it's not in that bad a state. It's just, it's old railway sleepers and rotting rubbish, basically. It's what it's been made out of, and it needs, yeah, but it's got potential, so that's what we want to do with here. We are looking at like wait until sort of fire season is over, because at the moment we are storing our wood in there, so that'll probably be more like March, I reckon. Fingers crossed. It shouldn't be too expensive. I've been looking into materials, so it should be something we can actually do in March.
Yay!
Get to these oranges here, but everything has overgrown around the big old house, and I'm in a dress. Damn it, I spotted them when we were filming over at the other side where we live, when I was talking about the shed that we're going to be converting. Oh, it's so annoying, I just can't get to them. Cars will have to come through here very, very soon so I can get those, because they look massive. But whilst I'm here, and as you can see, this tree's in a bit of a state, one huge thing for the next few months is to really go to town on the fruit trees, work out what needs trimming when, I think I'm going to make a big diary of like the deadlines. It hasn't produced a lot this year, but it seems to have fluffed up at least. So hopefully if I cut all that dead stuff off, next year we should get loads of satsumas off of this tree. Although those are absolute beasts for satsumas. We don't have a navel orange on this land, but I really, really want one. So hopefully I'll get one of those for next year in the spring. Whilst I'm walking back to the house, having to go the long way around because it's so overgrown, I thought I would talk about something annoying that has come back. Although we knew it was going to come back. I'm just by the big olive trees where I did the harvest. You can still see we've got the stuff around. Carlos wants to chop as much big wood off of it that we can use for firewood next year. Wow, I tell you what though, they've really bushed up. I haven't finished, but like even the new growth, I don't know if you can see this little patch here, that's all new. Really, really bushy growth. Whilst I'm here, you can see a bit of what I'm talking about. These are back. And if you are planning to move to Portugal, or if you already live here but maybe not aware, and you have to watch our channel, those are not spiders. They're like a type of caterpillar. I can't remember what the name of them now is. Processionary, because they like they're blind and they like follow each other when they come down out of the trees. They're basically evil evil caterpillars that produce the hairs that you can see, like almost like a spider's web, can get stuck in your throat or your eyes, and they're like a really strong alkali. If you have dogs or cats, the cats are at the top, so we're all right. But if you have dogs or cats, you have to really watch out for them, because if they try and eat them when they come down from the trees, they can get very, very sick. We obviously had loads more last year, so I'm just literally looking around at all of them. We had loads more last year because we had loads of pine this time last year. It is easier to spot now because we don't have as much pine. They've just clung to the bits of pine we do have, which in some ways is good because it's like we know what to avoid. However, it is quite frightening to see so many because we couldn't actually see all of them last year. But yeah, even in this tree just in front of me, you've got 1, 2, 3 there, and then this one, we've got one really big one. There's a huge one on that tree that's falling down just here and here. So I think we'll wait to fell that tree in probably, well, as late as possible basically, because I do not want to get anywhere near those. Well, there's like, yeah, 3 or 4 in that tree, and yeah, they're horrible. They won't drop. I think it was, I want to say March, April, early April last year that they dropped, but you should just keep an eye out for them anyway. It just depends on the heat and whatnot when they drop, but they're horrible. We'll be keeping an eye out, so don't worry, we are aware. And if you aren't aware about them and you've just recently moved here, definitely keep an eye out for them because they're not very nice. Wow, there's so many exploding mushrooms. Anyway, I'm gonna head back and actually just do a little bit of tidying up of the garden that I started before I left. We've only got about an hour of daylight left. It was raining this morning, so we didn't really get out. Now that the sun's sort of come out for the last little bit of the day, I'm going to do some gardening. Carlos has just said he's starting to feel like he might have the same symptoms as what I did when I started to get ill, so a little bit worried. Our house is cold this time of year. We are actually starting to make some big plans for next winter, but that won't be a job we will do until probably summertime, and we'll fill you up on that. But we've got a big plan of how to just heat our house much more efficiently and heat extra water more efficiently without using electricity. Look forward to that this year, but that will be way down the line. There are talks of radiators and things like this, and we haven't got a quote yet. Let's go check on Carlos, see how he is, and I'll get some gardening done. What have you got?
Hey guys, so this is my second one I've had. So this is lombo do porco from work that was left over from the Christmas from New Year's party, and I put some of our some of our cherry chutney. I put the Portuguese little crisp thingy, and then I put some mayo on the top. Because
mayo and cherry chutney?
Yes. And who needs vegetables like tomatoes or salad?
Well, the cherry chutney are the cherries that we grow on our farm, so...
Yeah, that counts. And I've already given her some lombo do porco, so she's just been your piglet.
You've been a little piglet?
Been your piglet, aren't you, Ella?
Yes.
Piglet! Piglet! Yeah, It's really funny, guys. I know it's a bit sad, but ever since like Biscuits passed away, and
she's been quite sad, hasn't she? But she's all of a sudden just come out of her shell more than she ever has, actually.
She started to perk up, and her personality started to come out, and it's so cute now. So
I think, yeah, Biscuit.
Hello, what you want? What you want? Okay, I'll give it some
Stop hyping her up too much or she'll turn into a look at little tippy taps.
Go on, I'll give you some more food sausage.
That table in there is the one that we usually have outside. We need to move that out. I might try and do that today. Gatinia, where are you going?
Good job. Right, Ella, sit. And up. And up. Come on, up.
That's all you're getting from her.
Good girl. Now, mind my fingers. Good girl.
Gentle, good girl.
Good girl, Ella. What's this?
One more thing. I remember we said we were going to tell you a couple of things, and we didn't update you on one thing. Whilst he's here, poor Mr. Noodles has had a rough couple of weeks as well. Sorry, don't mind the wire. I don't know if you can see, there's a little kink in his tail. Whilst I was away, he got really like spooked, and he ended up getting his tail trapped, and we were actually worried at one point we'll have to amputate it, but luckily his tail started picking up because he couldn't even lift it. I think it was just the swelling, but he's a lot better. He has a really nasty scab on his tail though. He had a cold at the same time as I did, so he was literally, whilst I was sitting in bed sick, he was sitting with me sneezing constantly. When you darling? Hey, let's see if I can show you. There's just a little He's got the most wonderful tail. It's so long and it's got a life of its own. And we didn't want to lose it, did we? No. You're such a good boy. But since Biscuits has passed, he was obviously a boy dog, and boy dogs, they scent a lot more and sort of wee around stuff a lot more than girl dogs do. Ella doesn't really scent mark a lot at all for a dog, and since he's passed, we've had a fox started turning up on our farm to the point where Carlos came out one day and all the cats were up a tree and he was trying to get to them. So we definitely need another boy dog. We're just not ready yet. We'll keep the cats in at night and stuff, but it's definitely something to think about. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's a beautiful animal and I think they're lovely. In London, they used to get treated so horribly, and it's such a big and beautiful fox as well, but I just don't want it round the actual house where the animals are because they scare me, and also we eventually want chickens, so yeah, we will need a sort of more protective boy animal. Yes, we will. Sit on my feet. Okay, I think that is all the updates. I'm actually going to do some gardening now. because when we arrived, someone had planted, is it Buglia? I think that's the name of it. I'll correct it down below if it's not. I know them for being really invasive and they can actually ruin like foundations and stuff. We cut it back and stuff as much as possible, but it's completely grown underneath all these slabs of stone. Just will not die. So if anyone has any tips on killing it off, please let me know. I like them, but just not next to my house, and I'd rather plant in something a bit more pretty and like lower down. I don't want anything too big as well, because this is where we get our wild daffodils come through. This area's just a bit of a state, and I'm just going to try and tidy it up as much as possible, but I may need to get the old big shovel out and just replace some of the soil, to be honest. There's loads of old bits of brick. I found old hinges, and as I said, completely riddled with that particular plant. So if you have any tips on how to kill it, please, please, please let me know, because it will not die. Let's go have a little check up on Carlos, actually. Haven't got a lot done here. I'm working really slowly because my chest still hurts. But I'm gonna go see what... Ella, what are you doing, you nutter? Careful of that, yeah, hidden cork tree.
Where did it come from?
It's such hard work. I feel so ill, and I didn't realise, just doing the weeding, I'm like so out of breath.
Just takes it out, right?
Oh.
Do you want me to pause it?
Yeah. No. Sorry, didn't get... Oh my god, look at this. My lips are so cracked. I hadn't even noticed that earlier. But yeah, sorry, we didn't get a lot done because I'm not feeling very well, and it's like I've run a marathon. I just couldn't get enough air in. Like, even though all I was doing was a bit of de-weeding. If you're saying Charlotte should be in bed, I've been in bed for like days. I've had enough. So at least we got an hour's worth.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a lot, but
I managed
at least I got out.
I did a little bit of trimming over there, which was great. I almost finished, just a little bit back, but I didn't have enough petrol in the machine, unfortunately. But tomorrow we'll get that lower field done, and I can start on the top bit there.
Anyway, we will see you in the morning. We're gonna just relax because we're useless. We're absolutely useless.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show.
Hello everyone, we are in the village of Capinha. I have massive migraine, I need some coffee, so let's go.
Tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy.
Something ridiculous inside the cafe, by the way. It's just very like loud, or people still like drinking beer at 10 AM. So we're gonna go and head back now so we can do some gardening, because I've been in full like gardening planning mode, haven't I? I started like a big calendar for the year, so I know what I'm doing all this year. So I've got lots of things I want to get done in January and February. And oh my god, that scared the that was loud. Hello everyone, we're back at the farm. Ella, we're not going for a big walk. Come on Ella, this way. Come on, come on. Go and help Daddy. Go dig. Come on, this way. Oh, don't rip. Okay, yeah. See these shoots here?
Ooh. Ooh.
Don't tear those.
Oh, cool.
Because those are daffodils.
The daffodils.
The daffodils.
Charlotte's favourite plants.
We're just going to empty this area and take it a little bit slow. Carlos isn't feeling great. I don't know if he's contracted what I had and it's just affecting him a bit differently. But whilst he does that, I'm going to start moving these horrible blocks that were absolutely useless. I'm going to move those into a pile over by the shed area. There's a few that I think we could save for like odd little things. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, but a lot of them have fallen apart, and what we're going to do is crush them up and put them in the driveway in holes eventually. Carlos is going to do that and I'll move these. And I was reading up on like plants and stuff yesterday. I think I've decided where Carlos is standing once we've got rid of those roots. I'm actually really interested in getting a caper bush. Ella! Ella!
Ella, this way, come on. Come on, Ella. Ella, come on.
They seem to like not
Come on,
they actually
Ella.
thrive off of not having too much soil, so I think this area would be quite good because it's quite rocky. I'm gonna go, she's ignoring us. Ella! Sorry, as I was saying, yes, I want a caper bush in that area. I haven't seen any in the market, so I might have to hunt them down a bit, but they survive up to -7, and I think the coldest it really gets here is like -5, so we should get away with it, and it'll be a bit more protected because it's next to a wall and the peach tree, so yeah. So we're literally removing the big rocks that were all along here, and we're just going to try and rip out as much of the root system as possible because it's just going to keep coming back.
Not ideal.
If we have to rebuild the wall a bit and put some more soil in, we have to do that.
Yeah, but as it is, we can't plant anything here because that...
It will just take over it. It grows so quickly.
Yeah. Oh, found a centipede.
What, a black one?
Tiny one here. Is it red? Red centipede?
No, it should be a black one. Oh, that's just a house centipede. That don't count. Carlos, I thought it was one of the cool ones.
It was a centipede though.
Momentary break whilst we take the animals for a little stroll, and I'm going to show Carlos a big pile of rocks that I spotted yesterday by the old barn, which I think they were rebuilding it and then just stopped halfway. So there's loads of really good quality rock to... Let's try and say that again. There's loads of really good quality rock to rebuild that wall at the end of the house so we can plant a caper plant. And he said he spotted some weird animal on our farm this morning, so he wants to show me that. I won't show you because no one wants to see dead bits of animal, but it's like a grey fur. It's not feathers, but I can't...
Lucky, stay away from it, buddy.
He's not trying to eat it, he's just sniffing it, but I can't work out for the life of me what it is. It's definitely some sort of mammal, but I can't think of what's in this area that's that colour. Weird. It's like quite long fur and sort of grey, like a light grey, mixed with bits of white, bits of black. If you know of anything that's that colour. But it looks like the fox has got hold of it. It's just a bit of something, so I won't put it on camera because that's gross. Let's see if we can see the top of the Serra da Estrela now. I did check about 20 minutes ago. When we drove past, the clouds had gone over, so we couldn't really film it. But when I looked, there is a webcam at the top of Serra da Estrela. and it is thick snow, and it's still snowing at the moment, so we might have to make a trip up there next week. We'll see. I'm a bit nervous with my car. It does not like big hills. And last time we went, it was like a full traffic jam near the top, so you can tell we're unwell because we're out of breath just going up our driveway. I can't get enough air in, and Carlos is just like, I'm done. What is it?
Have you found something, rascals? Yeah, rascalettes. Bless them.
seat now. Yes, you're going to protect us all. What a good girl. What a good girl. You protect us all, huh? In your special seat. I think it's safe to say we started a job we didn't realise would be as big as it is today.
All these, yeah. I think this is the original tree.
Yeah, there was a few big ones, but then once we trimmed it, it just went crazy. Oh, is that tractor? Sure is. Hi, tractor. I think even if the biggest ones are out, if we just keep on top of trimming the little ones when they come through.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Well done though, babe. I know it looks like we haven't done a lot, but honestly, like, we're just trying our best the last few days. So we're not getting as much done as we usually would.
We are two sick individuals trying to cope.
Carlos is particularly unwell today, so
not fun.
Not fun. We're just taking it slow. I'm going to continue working for a little bit more, and then I will go back to filling out my calendar, my vegetable calendar for the year. I might start a flower one as well, because I didn't plant any flowers really last year, and I want them. These two are hunting mice. Oh, Noodles, I didn't see you up there. But they're helping you. Careful, buddy. Are you all right? I don't really know what to do. Noodles, sausage.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
I was about to sign out, but look who's just... What are you doing there? That is massive. Oh, that is disgusting. I was like, oh, tidy up. What is he doing there? That's really weird. It must have dug up his home. Sorry, mate. He is huge. That's like bigger than my thumb. I don't know if the camera does it justice. I'm not going any closer than that, that's for sure. Oh my god. Right, well, Carlos is going to go and see if he can fix the chainsaw up, and I am going to continue with planning of the vegetable garden. But I think we're probably going to sign out today. We've had a as I say, apologies for not getting as much done as normal. We're just
not feeling great.
We're not great.
Not great at the moment.
But we are feeling positive for the rest of the year.
Oh, 100%. It just happens that we're sick, you know. We've got lots of projects and lots of stuff that we want to do.
Yeah. So yeah, it's getting cold and the sun's setting anyway. So we're gonna head in, put the fire on. I might pop down and get a beer for myself. I know you can't really have one, but
do it.
Yeah, and then just go to town on planning.
Yes.
And we'll update you on that next week.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
update
go in.
you on how he's too cold. We'll update you and show you how we get on with this as well. But yeah, we'll see you next Monday. We might even go to the Serra da Estrella if the snow's still there. We'll see. It's very good. Ciao, see you.